middle of the week.
Yeah! Good. Yeah! Hi folks, Captain Bob Humphrey here with this week's Southern Maine Saltwater Report. And the schoolie stripers are in thick here in Casco Bay. Just absolutely acres and acres of them. We're using white swim shad right now. And I won't say every cast, but darn near, when you get onto a school, darn near every cast we're catching probably 18 to 22 inch fish. The bite offshore is a little bit slow up at this end, but if you go down south, Captain Corey and Captain Ben are reporting good numbers of ground fish still on Jeffries. A lot more bait around. They're starting to see some whales, and the tuna boats are out looking, so things are happening. Well, the schoolie stripers have arrived in phenomenal numbers. We've got reports all the way up through Casco Bay and even up as far as Bailey Island. Big schools of schoolies. 18 to 22 inch range is probably about an average, with some nudging 25. If you're boat fishing for these, especially in shallow water, you've got to be stealthy. You've got to be really stealthy. You can't just blast in over the school because you're going to drive them down. That engine sound really, it puts the fish down. So try to set yourself up with the wind and the current so that it'll push you over the school. Cut the motor, drift into the school. If you try to motor in on these things, you're just going to put them down and scare them off. We've been using mostly soft baits with these. White swim shad, natural swim shad, 3 to 4 inch range. You can go 6, but it seems like the stripers right now, the schoolies, prefer the smaller stuff. Castmaster will work. Leadhead jig with maybe a finesse, bucktail jig with a finesse attached to it. Something small, something that's a good herring imitation. Outside, the groundfish bite is still strong, at least as far north as Jeffries and out to Platts. Once you get up towards Tanis, it's been a little bit slow from Tanis north, but that's going to change. Those fish are going to move in closer to the ledges outside Casco Bay, and there should be plenty of haddock, pollock, and other groundfish species for people to catch. And ground fishermen using jigs seem to be doing just about as well as those using bait. So if you run out of bait, if you don't have any bait, just go to the standard cod jig, something shiny that you can drop down to the bottom. More exciting news for the blue water offshore fishermen. The rumors that have been circulating now for a week or so have finally been confirmed. The Kittery Harbor Master reports the first bluefin has been landed in Maine. Didn't say for sure, but likely a stick boat. Those fish are going to be headed up the coast. They're on their way if they're not here already. So it's time to head offshore for those big boys too. While you're offshore ground fishing, you might also want to have a shark rod handy. Poor beagles are out there, and it's not uncommon to have one chase a groundfish up to the boat and even grab one off your rod before you get a chance to retrieve it. If you have the heavy gear ready for that, you could take a smaller fish, toss it out there as a live bait. You might have some fun with a beagle. If you're not going to utilize this fish, let it go. Catch and release. It's a lot of fun to catch, but you don't need to kill these fish. There's even a program called the Cooperative Shark Tagging Program. You can join that. They'll give you some tags. You can tag these fish and help with shark research. That'll about do it for this time. Plenty of fish around, schoolie stripers everywhere. The mackerel are moving inshore, the groundfish are offshore, and the big fish are offshore. Get out there, hire a guide, get on a charter boat, head to the beaches, go catch some fish. We'll catch you soon.
So if anyone asks, you don't have to lie. Life's too short to work all the time. Give him a great big smile from cheek to cheek and tell him that he's gone fishing. Middle of the week.